to the school.
Hi, Nick.
Hiya. Well, I'm quite thorough, so we started off with 10 building companies, asked them all for quotes, got them all back, and I think about 5 of them were people that I felt, right, okay, we can work on with this. We then whittled it down to 3, then down to 2, and they were pretty much the same price. And even with a bit of a nudge, that price wasn't going to move. They all seemed very competent, but what it came down to after that was just personalities. We felt that we could work with Andy and John and the guys. We felt comfortable with it. You know, we knew that we hadn't pinned down everything on the quote, but as close as we could, and so we felt comfortable. And as it turned out, that was good. Positive. Yeah, something like this is, it's actually when the diggers first go in and what have you, they're digging into a place. In our case, they were digging into a garden that we've been tending for 30 years, so it was quite a sort of violent process. But they were considerate, you know. It was, I mean, John, whenever I raised any concern over something, he was there and reassuring, and just generally, when you actually come across any issues, he solves the problem. He doesn't sort of fret and throw his arms in the air, and so yeah, very positive. I think, well, this is where I likened it to working on a movie or a play where you're quite a close-knit team working together, and for a short period of time. And for that time, they're very important people in your life. And if you don't get on with them, if you don't trust them, you're not comfortable with them, then, well, you know, it would have been a very uncomfortable, very different proposition. But they were great. You know, of course we had issues. Of course there were problems that needed solving. It's a house that was built in 1820. It's bound to happen. But they solved it, and you know, we enjoyed their company, and most of the time we enjoyed their music. I think that's really where I would focus on things like taking the wall down, because we've got an 8-metre extension here, which once all the steel was in and all that sort of stuff, then came the business of taking down the old wall. It wasn't what everyone expected. You know, it was built 200 years ago, and there was a lot of strange stuff in there. It would have been very easy to panic at times, but there were issues. Then we had to look at the engineering drawings again. Problems were solved. Nobody panicked. There was a bit of a delay, but then that's because a problem needed solving, and it was fine. It was well dealt with. I have recommended you to others, and really it's down to the trust issue, which is what comes up again and again. You know, everyone knows there are some dicey builders out there, and if you can get through a 6-month project as complex as this and still end up as friends, then I think that speaks for itself.